Welcome to your first Jetpack Compose app. Jetpack Compose is an API developed in Kotlin and to be consumed only from Kotlin for the development of visual interfaces. It uses a completely different paradigm to the existing XML files and dragging components with the mouse. To get started with Jetpack Compose, you need to have a clear understanding of the Kotlin programming language. Otherwise, you will need to learn the fundamental concept of the Kotlin language. Compose allows us to create small stateless components that are not tied to a specific activity or fragment. That is to say that we can create reusable components. Let's create the project step by step. Let's go to File, New Project. Here we select this option, empty activity. Click next, and we give a name to the project and we finish. Sample my memory and finish. Now we wait for the project to finish synchronizing. After syncing, Android Studio shows this information, show us the basic code of a new project. In Jetpack Compose, everything that is visible must be inside the set content location, the set content function, and the visual components that we create must be inside a function with the composable annotation, like this one. Okay? Finally, if we want to preview element, we can use this way. We will need the images of the game and the application icon. I'm going to share this with you in the resources of this video. We unzip it. Select the files, all files, copy, and go to the application and paste here. Okay. Okay, well done. We will create this splash screen and add the dependencies for its implementation. Implementation. Autocomplete. Okay. Android X. That core. Okay, this one. Now go to the values path, open theme XML, and customize the styles. Style, name, For example, theme my splash screen, and parent theme.splash screen. Not works because we need to synchronize the build that gradle. One more time. Now, splash screen. I have our own word, splash screen. Okay, and this one. Okay, inside you can to use item keyword and to call the Windows splash screen background, and then you can to add a color for to fill the background. Sample, a new color, back splash. I can use this color, for example, or this one, for example. Close this, and I can to use this one. And next, I can to add window splash screen animation icon, drawable icon, and when post splash screen theme open with this. What is the default theme? Open Android manifest. Copy this, copy, paste here. Okay. Now, in the Android manifest file, I go to change the theme. I go to use my splash screen. Copy this and paste here. We go to run the application. We will wait because it takes a few seconds when at the first time. Already showing. Few minutes. Few seconds. Okay, well done. Well done. In the previous video, I forgot to add this reserved word that is important for our plan to work very well. Install splash screen. Well done. Run again and to wait. Okay. Well done. Well done. Now I doesn't have the it doesn't have the action bar. Okay. And we go to clear the code. Delete and delete and delete. We can create a placeholder for our actual images resource. Example, object val image1 equal drawable image1 and 2 3 2 3 and more. Example, val card back equal r that drawable that card back. It's a good methodology to use our images, but now I go to create a new object. For example, sound util media player equal null, and next I go to create a internal function play sound sample. The first parameter is context. The second one, resource ID. And media player, release, and media player equal media player that create a context, put context and add the resource ID, and next media player that start, and I need to use bar for to reassign a new value. Media player set on completion, set on completing listener, I need to release again. I need to create an additional function release for to release the audio. Okay. Null again. Finally, I can to add a new object around or about my colors for my game. But yellow equal color sample 0 f e b 3 b and white. Okay, I'm going to explain it. This object is for the text color inside the game. The second one is for to play sounds in the game, and the last one is for to use or organize our images in our game. In the next video, we go to create, or we will go to create the principal graphic interface about our game. I go to add a box component box for to fill the screen box. Import this component, add the modifier parameter modifier and add that field max size. And next at the content alignment alignment center. Okay, in this place I go to create a new component, composable component, memory game. Click and create function memory game. Okay, this function upside and I go to add the composable annotation. Composable. Okay. I go to add all variables to use in the game. Context, local context, current, bar images, remember uh, remember for create states, mutable mutable state of, and add images. I need to create a new function called generate images and use the context and create function. In this function, I go to use any functions for to add images in different locations or places. Val here is a list fire int for the image resource boolean for to know if this image is revealed or showing. Images equal mutable list of int val number of pairs 8 and for int I in want until number of pairs of val image name it is a dynamically assignment for the images, these images resource ID. I need to find this image in the resource files and to get identifier using the image name. The path is drawable and I need to add the package name. This package name this package name, but here I need called context and package name. That's it. I need to assign each resource or each images in the images array. In this array list, image result file or image result ID 2 times, because they are paired images. And we need surfer the images and return images map and assigned each image and false. Remember, this is the ID of the image resource, and this is the false because this image is hidden. It's okay. It's okay. No errors. Let's continue. Selected. Images. By remember. Add mutable state of 0. In this case, I need to add in this place mutable images map and add a different resource ID and false. We don't selected image yet. Okay. Remember. I need to import the operator. It's okay. And bar found pairs I remember and add mutable state of 0. I can to use, in this case, I can to modify this expression for mutable int state of. Okay. I need in this case attempts and I need to add last selected image, and I need to add image number. I need to add last selected index. We need to block touch image in any cases in the future. Can play or can touch, in this case through val scope equal remember the coroutines. Okay. I need to add the time by remember mutable state of long, and show time through time text okay, well done. They are all variables for our game. In Jetpack Compose, we have different components and elements to create interfaces. The principal components are column, row, and box. Column, the first one in green. In Jetpack Compose, a column is a layout component that arranges its children vertically in a single column, stacking them on top of each other from top to bottom. The second one is rows. Row is another layout component in Jetpack Compose that organize its children horizontally, placing them side by side from left to right. And the last one is a box. Box is a component, is a versatile layout in Jetpack Compose that allows you to composition its children relative to its own bounds. It's commonly used for custom layouts and overlaying elements. Also, we have other components, for example, app bars, buttons, floating buttons, and more. But in this video, I would like to show you the commonly components to use in normally in Jetpack Compose. We go to build or design the user interface for the game. In this case, okay, state, okay. Here I go to add a new box, modifier, fill max size, and then add background to type painter equal painter resource use are drawable background. Okay, I like to run the application and add more data. I like to add a image component. An image component is a default for our Jetpack Compose. Painter, I can to use background variable, and content description can be null. Modifier, I like to use modifier that fill max height, and I like to add content scale, content scale in this place. Content scale. Okay. Okay, it is the background image. It's cool, and I need to add alpha data. Can be set that 8. It's okay. I go to add the top information. For example, here I go to add a new column. I like to add modifier to max size, and I like to add padding, vertical, can be 8 dp, that dp. I need to import this element, and horizontal 16 dp. And then I like to add a new text for the attempts and add attempts. I like to add, I like to show right now this information, and I like to add font size, can be 20 sp. Okay, it's showing, and I like to add dp sp package. I'll enter, and I go to add color equal my color, my colors, that yellow, and text alignment that end. Okay, I need to add additionally modifier fill width. Run again, and in this stop. Okay, text okay, text aligned. I need to use text align end. Okay, run again. Okay, it's cool. I go to add a new element called spacer, and modifier height to that DP, and I like to add new text for pairs and add found pairs. The color is different, white. I like to add again a new spacer, oh, stop. Color white. Okay. White. White. Okay. Eight. Time. Time text, font size, to color white, text align, center. Okay, text align, center. Okay. I like to add padding, horizontal 20 dp. Time, font size, color, font weight, font weight, bold, black. Run again. Okay, column, go to add horizontal alignment, center. It's okay. Now I go to create a launched effect or to check changes in show time. Sample, launched effect, show time while show time delay 1 second. I'll enter. I go to add the coroutines dependency, and then I go to increase and val seconds equal and okay. Second texts. And for example, I can use a conditional. For example, seconds at set or 0 seconds. Else seconds that to string, and okay, finally time text is equal and seconds. Okay, I go to run again. Oh, here's second text. It's okay. The time is running. Okay, well done. When you need to display a large collection of data that requires scrolling either vertically or horizontally, we have the composable function. These functions are lazy column and lazy row. For example, this is a lazy column screen, and this is a lazy row screen. We can to add in the lazy column a number for the columns, max column for the user interface. Lazy column generates a vertically scrolling list, while lazy row produces a horizontally scrolling one. Next, I go to add the grid for add images. I need a spacer again, and can be system dp and lazy vertical grid. Columns grid cell that fixed and four columns. Okay, and then here I go to add the item according to images size, and I can to use index here, for example, index, and in this place I go to add more information. For example, bar image for example equal selected images index. I need to add S letter. Okay. Items. I go to add one more element, a memory card, and this memory card can be a separated component. For example, I go to add a new function, composable. I can to use comp enter and memory card. Okay, in this case I go to request a pointer and modifier and content description content description. Okay, content description string. Okay, in this case I go to add a new box and add modifier that size 100 dp, and next I go to add a internal image, painter parameter, and content description, and modifier equal modifier fill max size. It's okay. Then I go to add here the new component. In this case, I go to add the parameters. The first, I can to add the painter with a conditional if rev painter resource image, else painter resource is images that card back. Okay. I go to add the others parameters. For example, content description, null, and modifier that padding for that dp, and I like to add clickable I would like to see images in this screen. Run again. Okay, is beautiful. Okay. Excellent. I go to add one button in this place spacer, new spacer here, and can be 50 dp, and I like to add a button component okay. In this place I need to add the algorithm or functionality, and in this I can to add more thing, modifier max width, and here I go to add a new text text is a conditional text. For example, I can to add in this place if showtime show stop, else show restart game. I go to add font size 20 sp, and I like to add font weight black, and finally modifier that padding vertical and 10 dp. It's okay. Run again. Okay. This button, I need to add this button after item. I need to cut and paste upside. Run again. Oh, I need stop. Cut again. And lazy vertical grid. Okay. Here. Paste. Okay. Run again. Stop. Restart. New game and charge the information again. Stop time, restart game, new game. It's working. Go to add the sounds. In clickable, solve sound util, play sound, context, context equal context, and resource ID equal. In this case, we need to add new resources. For example, sounds. I share you sounds package with you, and copy this, copy, and project, new folder, raw resource folder. Finished, and paste here. Okay. Lose, show, and win. In this case, on click, I like to use R raw that show. It's okay. And then if can play, I can to use a try catch block, catch exceptions, and I go to use this toast here, error, that message. It's okay. Now selected images is equal as selected images to mutable list, and also I go to place images for to replace the default image. In this case, this element needs a pair paired elements. I can to use true. It's okay. And I can to ask if image number is the first touch, image number is equal to, and last selected image is equal to images with its index. First is in this case is the resource ID to the image, and next last selected index is equals index to else can play is equal false for to block the play while the user is selecting other image. If images index resource ID is equal last selected image, if it's okay, increase found pairs, and attempts, increase attempts here, attempts increase, use other sound, play sound, context, and equal context, resource ID is equal r that raw that win. And if found pairs is equals images size, the middle, I go to use a coroutine scope that launch, and in this place I can to use a new toast, make text, context, and win, and toast max length long that show, and I go to wait 1 second or 2 seconds and restart game. Okay. Okay, else can play through, and if the images not equals, else I can to use again this element here, and I can to delete this and add 1 second, use other sound, loose, and restart 2 images selected. Selected images equal selected images to mutable list, and also it index equal. For restart I can use I can use these elements again fire and use parentheses. Okay, and for and this is for the last touch image, and selected last selected index is for the other image. Again, can play equals true. Okay, and in this place the image number is equal 1 again. Okay, when the user is playing, don't touch can play. If not can play, else in this place I can to use this toast. Play other card. Okay, I like to play it. Run again. Okay, It's good. Okay. Play your play your other card. Play your other card. It's okay. Stop. Stop time. Stop time and restart game. Well done. The attempts variable is used when all is good and all is bad. Okay. Run again. Check attempts. Okay. 2, 3, okay. Okay, it's okay. Okay, what happened when finish the game? Stop time and restart. Well done. Finally, we go to add a image icon to the app. Example, I need to show two words to the name separated, and in this case I go to the app, right click, new, image asset, in path select this and select project directory, and we go to the app, source, main, res, and drawable icon. Okay, trim yes, and in the background layer select color, and use this icon, click in this icon and choose the color when you like, next, finish. Okay, For change the app name, we need to go to the values, strings, and here memory, game, and run again. Okay, I go to close the application and to show the new icon and the changed name. Really good. Hi again, guys. It has been a pleasure to share this knowledge with you. I want to thank you for taking this course, and I invite you to access the source code which I leave in this resource of this video for you to compare and improve, and if you want to add new functionalities. See you in other course.